Hello everyone, welcome back. Today's video, I'm going to be going over the books that I got just for Christmas and then at the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale that happened the day after Christmas. So there are other books that I have acquired since my last book haul. There's actually a lot, but this video is just going to be books that were Christmas presents or at the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale. Why can I not say that? I'm struggling with it. So it is going to be a little bit smaller, but I just want to get through these because I like to show the books that people sent me, and just I'm very grateful for any books that I'm gifted, whether it's from family, subscribers, friends, anything like that. So here are all of those, and I decided to add in the Barnes & Noble hardcover ones just for like amount, so it's not like a 5-minute video. So first one is from a friend that I was doing a readathon with during the month of December. Her name is Melanie. I'll link her channel down below. She is such a kind, nice person, but she sent me The 13th Child by Erin A. Craig. I'm really excited to try this one out because I did read House of Salt and Sorrows by this same author and really enjoyed it. I like the writing style, the creepy vibes to it. I think this one is probably going to have a similar feel to it based on the cover. I don't really know anything about this book other than the author, and I kind of want to keep it that way. I think sometimes thrillers, I want to go in with pretty much no knowledge. I do know that the last one was like a thriller fantasy. It did have fantastical elements to it, so I'm hoping this one does as well. But yeah, excited to try this out, and thank you so much, Melanie. Next was a gift from my sister and her family, and that is The Queen of Days by Greta Kelly. This one, I actually don't know what to expect from it. It says in here, from the author of The Frozen Crown, a new stand-alone fantastical heist and epic adventure that weaves together a flawed but lovable family of thieves, a battle between fallen gods, and stakes high enough to cause vertigo. Perfect for fans of The Lies of Locke Lamora and Six of Crows. So I'm pretty sure that's kind of what drew me to it in the first place and had me put it onto my wish list, was this like the aspect of this thieving found family crew along with gods that were kind of in the picture. I'm definitely intrigued, really interested, and I didn't realize this was a standalone. I think that makes it even more intriguing because rarely do we have kind of this high of stakes and big of worlds in a standalone, so really excited for it. I think this will be great, so thank you so much for this one. Next, I have some books that my mother and father gave me for Christmas, and that is Blood of the Chosen and Emperor of Ruin. These are books 2 and 3 within the Burning Blade and Silver Eye series. Sorry, I did not realize that was the name of it. But this series, I have the first one in this series, and I lent it to my mom to read, and I think she realized I didn't have the other two, so she bought them so she could read them and then gave them to me so that I could read them as well. I'm actually not sure if this is the same copies that she read, but either way, I'm really excited to have the completed series. I really like the covers of this series. I think that the artwork and the color choices are just so pretty, and I'm looking forward to jumping into this world. I have heard not too much about it, honestly. I don't know a ton of people who have talked about it, but I really think it's one I will enjoy, and I know this author has other books as well if I do like it. The last 3 gifted books are all from my husband. The first one I have is Under the Oak Tree, which I believe is a novelization of a graphic novel series or a comic, maybe a manga. I'm not 100% positive on that, but I saw this book when I was out book shopping with one of my friends, and it is just absolutely stunning. The colors on that cover are so pretty. It also has sprayed edges, which I think is really cool, and a little like ribbon bookmark. I can't really pull it out. It's not pulling out, but yes, see it there. And I think he noticed that I noticed it in the store, and so he got it for me, and I am looking forward to this. I have no idea what this is about. I've never read the manga or comic or heard anything about it, so I'll be going in kind of like fresh, not knowing anything, which I do like to do in books, honestly. And this one's just absolutely stunning. It's gorgeous. I want to have it on my shelves. And I think it's going to be a duology, so there should be a second book in the series coming out as well. But yeah, super excited to try this one out. He also got me Fear the Flames by Olivia Rose Darling. I have kind of heard mixed things about this book. Some people really like it, some people don't. But honestly, it has dragons. I like the cover. I like the simplicity of it, and I'm really looking forward to trying this out. I know that sometimes some of the books that I absolutely love are books that are not beloved by everyone. So I'm trying to not go exclusively off of like how everyone else feels on books and just kind of go off of what I think I will enjoy. And this is one I think I could really love. So definitely excited to try this one out. Plus it's a little bit of a shorter fantasy, which I like to have to kind of throw in there between my really long ones. Speaking of really long ones, the final book that was gifted to me for Christmas was Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell by Susanna Clarke. This one again was from my husband, and I am so excited for this one. We also noticed this book while I was out shopping with that same friend, actually, and I think he just kind of kept in mind books I was picking up, which I love. But I like this new cover for it. I really like the color schemes of it. It gives kind of this like creepy war dark vibes, and I am not actually positive what vibes this book gives, except I know it is a historical dark academia fantasy, and those are all things that sound like they would be perfect for me. So I'm really excited to get to this one. I love dark academia, so I can't believe I have never read this before, but yeah, I need to get to this one soon, and I'm really excited to finally have it, and I like this new cover, this new version. Now we are going to jump into books that I picked up at the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale. I'm not going to go into too much detail about them, but I did pick up quite a few. It was kind of interesting. I went right when it opened in the morning and there was absolutely no one there. My husband and I were the only ones in the store that were not employees for the first hour, because usually they open at 9 and they opened at 8 for this sale, and I just don't think anyone really knew that. So we were the only ones in there for like an hour. I got to just walk around, pick out which books I want. It was so much fun. It was so enjoyable. I've never had a bookstore to myself like that before, and it was amazing. Well, at least a Barnes & Noble, a big bookstore, right? Anyway, first one I picked up was Wisteria by Adeline Grace. This is a signed edition, and it does have the really cool, like, under the dust jacket art on it, along with some end paper art. I don't know if it's the same on both ends. No, it's not. Has end paper art as well, and it's signed by the author. It is a tipped-in signed page, but still, I wanted to pick it up because it was the only signed edition that was left there of this special edition, and I don't own the rest of the series, but I am planning on reading it. I gifted the first book in the series to my niece for Christmas, so I'm hoping she reads it, and if she loves it, I will read it too. So I have this one, and I wanted to pick it up because it was signed and so pretty. Then I also grabbed Blood Over Bright Haven by Emma Wong. This is the same author as The Sword of Kaigen, which I read and absolutely adored. This is another fantasy dark academia, which I cannot wait to try out. Super excited for it. I do already own a copy. It was gifted to me by one of my subscribers, one of my watchers, so thank you so much. I want to read... I can't read it now because you cannot replace the version that she sent me. It is the self-published hardcover, so I wanted to get a reading copy that I could have as well, because I think I'm going to absolutely love this book. So here's my reading copy of it. I also grabbed Arcanum Unbounded. This is a collection of short stories and novellas within Brandon Sanderson's Cosmere. I don't have the copy that I have of this is, again, the UK hardcover, and you really can't get that one anymore either. So I wanted to get a reading copy of it. And the only other options were like the mass market paperback size, and I just don't want that. I don't like mass market paperback. It's something I don't enjoy reading. So I picked up this one, and now I have a reading copy, which is great because I'm going to be doing a reread of the entire Cosmere starting this year with my Patreons. So I have that. I also picked up Immortal Dark by Tigist Girma, and this one sounds so good. Just like creepy dark vibes to it. This is a YA, I believe. It also has sprayed edges, which is pretty cool. And this is just one that's like, I think it sounds intriguing, interesting. I think I'll like it, so picked up that as well. Also grabbed Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. This is actually going to be my Patreon buddy read for the month of January, which I'm really looking forward to. But this series has dragons. It is so beloved at this point. Everyone is really enjoying it. It's being on a lot of people's lists of favorite books of 2024. So I'm really hoping that I love this one as well. It sounds like one that I could really love, but I feel like Romantasy is kind of hit or miss for me. I also picked up An Academy for Liars by Alexis Henderson. This is the same author as House of Hunger, but also, what was her other one that I read? The Year of the Witching. Now, I liked The Year of the Witching okay. I think it had some great vibes to it, but it just didn't really completely hit with me. So I'm hoping that this will be one that definitely does, because again, it is dark academia, and I think it might be kind of like a combo dark academia horror, because she does tend to write horror. So that could be something I really, really love. Plus I like this cover. I think it looks just really pretty. The next one I picked up exclusively on vibes and looks, and that is North is the Night by Emily Rath. I've never heard of this author. I've never heard of this book, but oh, look how pretty it is. It has sprayed edges. It has under the dust jacket art, like foiling. It has end paper art. I mean, everything about this book is just absolutely beautiful. I couldn't pass it up. It was just so pretty. I don't really know anything about it, but I do tend to enjoy the like wintry forest folklore vibes in fantasy, so I'm hoping I like this one. This next one I've had my eye on for quite a while, and it's one that I have been told is kind of a romantasy, but very, very good world building writing and fantasy to it, and that is The Road of Bones by Demi Winters. I love when romantasy does like the fantasy elements well, and the writing, and it's just really well constructed, in all aspects of the story are well done and given attention, not just the romance part of it. So I am hoping that this is one I really like, really enjoy. I think this is another one that was originally self-published but now has been picked up and traditionally published. But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. The next book that I have on here is Bringer of Dust by J.M. Miro. This is the sequel to Ordinary Monsters, which I haven't read, but I really think I'm going to love it. It's another one that I have been told kind of has the like dark academia fantasy vibes, which I'm noticing is very common in this book haul, but also in like what I've been putting on my lists lately. So apparently that's the vibe I am in. But I wanted to pick this one up while it was on sale because I knew I'd want it in hardcover to match the first one. These next two I already own, but I wanted the special editions of, and I got One Dark Window, which this is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition. It is very pretty, just beautiful edition. So I wanted, there's a potential it will be a present down the line, but we shall see. And this last one was a main draw for me, and that is the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition of Eragon. I absolutely love the Eragon series, so I definitely wanted to have this one. It has these beautiful gilded edges to it. I think it is their kind of like leather-bound-esque books that they do, where they do special editions of books. I adore Eragon. I adore this series. It is one of my favorite from my childhood. I recently reread it. It holds up, and I just really love this world and these books. So I wanted to get that special edition for my Eragon collection. And those are all the books on this list. How many was I gifted? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 books as presents this year, and I got 12, I think. 12 books at the Barnes & Noble hardcover sale. So I got a decent number of books at the end of the year, but I haven't been buying quite as many books as I have in the past. So I'm hoping it kind of evens out. But let me know if you picked up anything from the hardcover sale, and let me know what books you got for Christmas, which ones you're excited to read. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.